Chapter 14. Alone. Who's alone? Is Clark alone or am I alone? I feel like we won a couple of brownie points back with band, potentially last night, but I don't know. Don't know if it was enough. It's morning. We have the day off and then starts week 3 of band camp. Joy. Huh? I hear a commotion coming from the cafeteria. What is going on?
How dare you!
Her? Oh no, did you guys take the clarinet?
Give it back! I know it was you who took it. Give her back now! Her? Who exactly are you talking about? You know very well. My clarinet! Where is it? Your clarinet has a gender. Stop avoiding the question and return my clarinet to me at once! I didn't steal your girlfriend. I mean, clarinet. Okay.
Clark turns to address the entire cafeteria, looking incredibly upset.
Whoever took my clarinet, you must give it back! I need it for practice. And Miss Kraft helped me save for that clarinet. It's special!
I hear Susie mutter something to Felicity.
Oh good, a traitor helping a traitor.
It takes all of my willpower to not go over there and start something with her. You want to throw hands, Susie? I wait for Clark to leave the cafeteria and catch up to him outside. Clark!
I can't talk now. I have to go look for my clarinet.
I'll help you.
No, you don't have to.
Please let me help you, Clark.
Fine. You can help me search the band room.
I'm inclined to believe that Peter didn't take his clarinet, because I feel he would have rubbed it in his face if he had actually taken the clarinet. So did Wiley take the clarinet? In order to keep sowing dissension. But why would he want to sow dissension to, my brain? We scour the band room for any sign of Clark's missing clarinet. Silence looms between us, and for some reason I feel it beginning to get to me. Clark, there's something I'm curious about.
Yes.
I wondered that too. I'm like, you have a gender for your clarinet. Did you name the clarinet? Did you name your clarinet? As soon as I ask him, I feel a bit silly. I wait for him to berate me and declare, I would never do such a ridiculous thing.
Aw. Her name is Henrietta.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Poor Henrietta. This is just like that time at the middle school concert.
What happened then?
I asked my mother to hold on to my clarinet while I ran to the bathroom. She left Henrietta in a stairwell, unprotected, to be molested by civilians. My parents have zero respect for my belongings.
This is why you're so passionate about instruments. Gotcha. It all makes sense now. You're like, we must save the instruments when there's a fire going on. Was Henrietta okay?
Yes, thankfully. I hope I can say the same after today.
We turn up nothing in the band room, so we turn our search to the locker rooms. So what happened with Miss Kraft?
Well,
Since we went to the same elementary school, I assume you took beginner lessons from her, correct?
Yes. I always thought she was cool, so I was really excited when they said she was moving up to teach the high school. It was great seeing a familiar face when I joined marching band. But everyone felt pretty betrayed when she left us only after 1 year.
Try to see it from her perspective. The school district here doesn't value the music program. She left us for greener grass, to go to a place where her talents would be put to good use. Can you blame her?
I guess not. But why, of all the bands in the world, did she have to join up with our rivals? It feels like the Lowland Troopers stole something more than just first place from us.
I'll agree that the troopers are arrogant and need to be brought down a few dozen pegs, but I will always remain loyal to Miss Kraft and her decision.
Because she helped you save up for that clarinet?
Yes. but it goes deeper than that. When I started clarinet in 5th grade, I received additional private lessons from Miss Craft after school. But my parents weren't sure how committed I would be to the clarinet, so they did not buy me one. Instead, I used my own allowance to pay monthly for a rental clarinet.
Your own allowance?
Yes. To build character. I'm just bursting at the seams with character thanks to my parents.
I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh at that or not, so I busy myself with looking into band lockers while Clark continues on.
At least they were kind enough to pay for my lessons. But eventually I no longer had the money to pay for that rental clarinet. I went to Miss Craft in tears and told her that I was going to have to quit.
Oh. We get a flashback. Interesting. This is the first time we've had, like, a flashback to one of the older teachers. Or I guess... What is Wiley? Band instructor? Band leader? Whatever that role is, she was that for a year, and now is leading their rivals. How interesting.
I'm sorry. Your parents don't want to pay for your lessons anymore. No, that's not it. I'm supposed to pay for the rental clarinet, but I don't have the money. Is that right? I'm so sorry for wasting your time. I'll go now. Clark, wait.
And did you?
No. At my lowest point, she picked me up. She saw the potential in me, even at such a young age, and began paying for my rental clarinet for me.
Damn. Wow, that's so nice of her.
Yes, especially when you consider the salary of a music educator. After that, she began helping me save to buy my own clarinet. She would pay me out of her own pocket to help out at fundraisers or clean up the school instruments.
She basically gave you an allowance. Damn. Man!
I never could have gotten to where I am today without her.
Thank you for sharing this with me, Clark. I definitely have a new respect for Miss Craft. I'll never call her a traitor again.
And when I couldn't find the odd job to do, I would sell lemonade on the street. I made Claus ride around the neighborhood on his bike to advertise and gave him 5% of the profits. Those were the days.
Only 5%?
The day my parents drove me to the music store to pick out a clarinet of my own was one of the greatest days of my life. Miss Craft accompanied us and helped us pick the very best fit. I wish she was still band director.
That's the role I was looking for.
She didn't treat me like I was vermin under her shoe. She was not only my teacher, but the biggest supporter of my dream. Just like Cole, she saw something special in me. She was even going to teach me the bass clarinet, but... oh well.
I'm sorry she left. That must have been hard on you.
At least she was there for me when I needed her most. She wouldn't let my dream die. I want to go on to be the sort of teacher to others that she was to me. But now my clarinet is gone. The clarinet I worked so hard for, the one I so proudly chose with Miss Craft by my side. I can't bear the thought of losing it. I hope Henrietta's all right, wherever she is.
We'll find her. I give Clark a comforting smile. His eyes waver a bit. He looks away.
I'm going back to my room.
What? Why?
I need to be alone right now.
He looks on the verge of tears. Should I keep looking?
No. You don't have to help me. Just take care of yourself.
Wait! Clark, come back! Boy, he moves fast. Why does he keep giving me the cold shoulder out of nowhere? That seemed like he was actually concerned for you. Maybe that note was like an apology. Like, after today, I'm gonna pull away. And now, because you didn't read it, he's just doing... Maybe, I don't know, did Wiley threaten something? And so he's trying to distance himself to protect... I just don't know. It's like our friendship keeps bouncing back to the place we were before we got to know each other. Well, whatever. I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm going to find Henrietta and return her to him if it's the last thing I do. But I'm not going to run in aimless circles around the compound. Oh no. I'm going to interrogate the crap out of people who might have had something to do with it. And I've already got a list of suspects cooking. Peter!
Damn.
Jeez! What's your problem? You scared me half to death.
What do you know about Clark's clarinet?
Like I care.
This again. I'm telling you, I'm not the one who took it.
Would you swear that on your trumpet's life?
My trumpet is an inanimate object, so no. And is that supposed to be a threat?
No. Maybe. But you're suspect number 1, you know. You'd better have a solid defense.
Okay, then when was this clarinet stolen?
Well, Clark didn't say, but he noticed it missing this morning, so it must have happened... I feel like this is speculation and reaching, but... I mean, he gets up fairly early, so probably wasn't this morning. If it had been yesterday morning, he would have made a stink of it yesterday, so probably last night? Wiley was gone. Wiley disappeared partway through the thing, and now his clarinet's missing? Suspicious. Last night! Perhaps during dinner hours or after the mandatory comedy night.
Yep.
That sounds about right.
And Peter was there the entire time. Most of the band was. What is Wiley doing with Clark? I'm so confused.
If that's when it happened, then that means I have a solid alibi. I was with other people all evening. There's no way I could have taken his clarinet.
Who were you with?
I hung out with the usual crew all through dinner and up to the comedy hour. Then I made out with Felicity by the lake until Alex came along to spoil everything.
Ugh. Too much information.
I want to supply you with all the information so you understand that I'm not the one who did this. After making out with Felicity, I was in the room with Tom the rest of the night, helping him clean the pizza pocket explosion he made in the microwave.
Later.
You can ask any of them. Later.
Okay, so I'll ask Felicity or Tom. Is it true you were making out by the lake, Felicity? There's Felicity. She and Susie are having an intense whispered conversation. On second thought, I'll just ask Tom. Good plan. Of course, I find him hiding out in his room, playing video games. How do you have a working microwave in here, by the way?
Whoa!
Clark's clarinet has gone missing, and you're the one cracking the case? Awesome!
That's right. I need you to confirm Peter's alibi.
Yeah, I was pretty much with him all day. I need more friends.
What about after the roast?
Oh yeah. He and Felicity were making out by the lake where everyone could see them, so I sicked Alex on them. But let's keep that our little secret, okay?
You're doing the Lord's work, Tom. Done.
I made a mess of the microwave, and I swear I was gonna clean it up right after I finished selling my radishes on Fauna Junction. You gotta sell them before they spoil on Sunday, and the shop was about to close. But he came in and started yelling that he wasn't my maid, and if I don't clean it up now, it'll be harder to clean up later.
That is true.
That's karma for sending Alex after him, I guess.
Were you able to sell the radishes in time? I'm sorry.
Me too.
Well, F for Tom, I guess. Well, it looks like Peter's testimony matches Tom's, and I'm pretty sure Tom wouldn't lie to me. Off to pursue suspect number 2. It's not easy to track him down, but then I spot a familiar jacket weaving among the trees. What am I looking at? Hold on, I gotta rub my eyes. Pop-Tart with black hair looks so wildly different. So much more intense than the adorable Pop-Tart that I'm used to. I need to go back, because I'm like, what color have Pop-Tart's eyebrows been this entire time? Were they white? Were they black? Did they change to pink when his hair was dyed pink? Because I'm like, is his normal hair color black? Which would make more sense than it being white, actually. Now I'm questioning if he's also wearing colored contacts. I have so many questions. Anyway, yes, let's have a chitty chat. Wait, what? Pop-Tart? Are you Pop-Tart?
I suppose so. That's what everyone in the band insists on calling me.
It's true. You never did get to tell us your real name. Oh, I almost didn't recognize you with black hair.
Anna offered to dye it for me.
Anna. That's the young girl who plays synthesizer in the pit. She always struck me as a bit strange. Pop-Tart is friends with her now? I mean, she offered something nice. But why black? Is that... Well, maybe her hair is black. She's like, I got some extra hair dye.
What do you think?
I'm not gonna say I think pink was... I think the pink looked nice. Oh, gosh, what do you say? What do you even say in this situation? Because if you're like, I like it, he might be like, you know, great, thanks. But he's like depressed about it. But if you're like, I miss your natural color, that's also just making him depressed about it. And what if his natural color is black? Okay, I need... No. This is a silly thing to save for. I'm gonna do like 2 more bad endings at some point. Well... Yeah, there's 2 bad endings, but one of them is just like a one and done. Okay, I gotta try like 2 here and then save 1. Okay, I'm gonna make a save. I need to know. I'm gonna go between this and this, and then I'm gonna leave that for like one of the bad endings. Let's try this. I miss your natural color.
Huh. Yesterday I was shallow enough to care about my appearance. But not anymore.
It's all pointless.
Oh God. After all, one day I'm going to be a decomposing corpse. We all will be. And appearances won't matter then.
I see. I'm just gonna load that real quick and what is it the same thing? Is he just kind of like staring at me? I like it.
That makes one of us.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the same thing, right? Hold on. I'm gonna do this because he looked like sad. Like, I don't know. I kind of preferred that to his. So I'll do that. Okay. Pop-Tart seems very different all of a sudden. Is this the same person? No. The person in front of me is no longer Pop-Tart. This is Dark Tart! moments. Why? I'm so sad for this boy. You did not have to go after him like that. She changed his name in her mind. Dark Tart. Oh god. He's been Norded.
Is there something you want?
Ah! I almost forgot. Clark's clarinet has gone missing. Oof. So many different expressions. Woo! Dark Tart is spicy.
I don't see why that concerns me.
You don't know who might have taken it?
No.
And you didn't, take it yourself?
No.
Okay then.
I don't want anything to do with Clark. And I don't want anything to do with you if you're going to accuse me of theft.
I'm sorry. I'm, going to go over there.
I'll be here if you need me. Lost in the shadows, as dark as my suffering.
Neato! Have a good day.
No such thing. Every day, lives are lost in this apathetic world we call...
And she ran. I don't blame her. Whoa. He just... When Wiley dyed his hair, he lost everything. I don't blame him, though. Low-key, don't blame him. I feel so bad for him! Alright. I don't think I've ever run away from someone so fast. Well, I've got no other leads. I'll regroup at the cafeteria. I'm shocked you didn't think of anybody in the drum corps. Like, nobody? Not Aaron, not Drum and Drummer. Nobody from there. Nobody? I mean, I'm obviously going after Wiley, but, like, nobody in this band thinks Wiley is responsible for anything, so there's that. I wind up eating alone, watching my fellow band members, wondering who could have done it. Would Susie do it? No, if she wanted to take a jab at me, she wouldn't use Clark to do it. Could the clarinets have pulled a little prank? It's a pretty awful prank to pull, but maybe their judgment isn't the greatest. Might as well question everyone. Just as I'm getting up to leave, someone approaches me.
Hey.
Hey. Hello, Samuel. What's up?
I heard Clark's clarinet is missing. Is that true?
You heard right. I've been looking for it all morning.
I think I know where it is. Come with me.
Really? See? Doug knows what's up.
Doug, tell Cadence what you told me. Yeah, I named my golden retriever Doug after the dog in Up, but everyone thinks I just named my dog after myself.
I could see where the confusion comes in.
Nah.
Poor Samuel.
Not that. What you told me about the clarinet. The stolen clarinet?
Do you know who stole it?
Yeah. I heard a couple of the drummers bragging about taking it. They hid it in their room.
So it was the drummers. Okay. Sorry, Wiley. Can you take me there?
This way.
Thanks, Doug.
This is the one.
This is Drum and Drummer's room. I should have known. I should just start calling them Dumb and Dumber because they don't know wrong from right. Alright, I'm going in. Doug, break down the door!
Dude.
Poor Doug.
Oh man, I've always wanted an excuse to do this!
Doug tackles the door like the former football player he is. It pops right off its hinges and crashes to the ground.
You could have checked to see if the door was unlocked first.
Sorry, heat of the moment.
Doesn't matter.
Oh well. This is karma for stealing an instrument.
We step inside. The place is a mess. There's a heap of dirty laundry stacked in one corner, a wrinkled pair of boxers proudly displayed on top. I hope the clarinet isn't in there.
Found it.
Samuel pulls a clarinet case out from underneath a bed. Nice. Thank goodness. Go Samuel! Retrieved Clark's clarinet, Henrietta. Samuel, you the man. He hands the case to me and I open it up. As soon as I do, my heart falls.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
It's broken. The keys are falling off and the reed is mutilated. I can't return his precious clarinet to him like this.
Trust me, it could be much worse. They could have snapped it in half. This isn't anything Mr. Wiley can't fix. He'll tighten up those keys and hook it up with a fresh reed.
I hope so. I'm going to take it to him before I return it.
Cool.
Good idea. Now let's get out of here.
My bad.
Should I try and put the door back?
Nah.
Thanks for your help, Samuel, Doug. You guys rock.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. I just wish we had gotten to it sooner.
Me too. I'm taking this to Mr. Wiley now. See you later. We finally come to Wiley's residence. Do we get to go inside? Mr. Wiley?
Hey there, Cadence! Enjoying your day off?
It could be better. A couple of the drummers stole Clark's clarinet and broke it. Do you think you can fix it? I show him the damage. He looks it over with a keen eye.
No problem. I'll fix her right up. But you say the drummers did this? Why would they do such a thing? I'll have to deal with them later.
Please do. Or I might just have to deal with them myself. Are you sure you want Wiley dealing with it when, you know, his way of dealing with things has been kinda cuckoo bananas?
Would you mind sitting down with me for a minute? There's something I'd like to speak to you about.
Okay. What's this all of a sudden? That is some hideous wallpaper. I love it. Okay, so this is your little office. Cute, cute. Probably trapdoor underneath that very nice rug, I'm guessing? We step inside Mr. Wiley's office. It's got a messy desk with his laptop on it and a small instrument repair workstation. The lighting is pretty dim, probably because it's such an old building. He takes the seat at his desk and faces me.
I'm proud of everything you've been doing, Cadence. You're the glue holding this band together, you know.
Thank you, sir.
That's why I need to be sure that you're on my side.
Huh?
You can sense the band's unrest, can't you? Eventually, you're going to have to make a choice. And I hope you'll be wise enough to make the right one.
I force a grin. What are you talking about, Mr. Wiley? We're all on the same side.
Don't play dumb. We both know that's not true.
I try to pretend this is all some kind of silly joke, while hoping that he can't hear my heart pounding against my chest. I need to word this carefully. I'll admit, the band isn't happy about staying here when there's only a week of summer left, but I think they'll thank us in the long run for what we're doing for them. Mr. Wiley's expression seems to soften ever so slightly as I talk like we're on the same side. Because there are sides. Even though I hate to admit it, this band has been cut to pieces.
As they should.
Yes.
I know I can trust you.
The words make my bones shiver. There's a threat hidden in there somewhere. I can sense it. Of course you can.
I picked you for a reason. I could have picked Clark, but I picked you.
Is he trying to imply that I owe him? And why bring Clark into this all of a sudden? Is there a reason? Is there actually, like, a legit reason that is, like, an important reason that I'm not privy to?
Regarding Clark, he may grind my gears with all his brown-nosing, but the kid is devoted. No doubt about it. Most kids who don't make the cut for drum major just up and quit in some form of petty revenge. Their egos are too wounded to continue on, and they choose to coddle themselves instead of continuing on with band, which they claim to love. But not Clark. He stuck around and continued to work hard, serving as an exemplary student leader.
I feel a soft glow at Mr. Wiley's praise, even though it isn't for me. Clark would love to hear this.
Don't you dare tell him I said any of this. He would never leave me alone if he knew.
Oh, but...
Good talk.
Anyways, I'll let you go.
He stands up and I let him guide me out of the office to the front door. Okay, take care of that clarinet.
Of course. See you bright and early tomorrow for the beginning of week 3.
I got a bad feeling about this somehow. I try to nod enthusiastically as I step outside. He shuts the door behind me, taking Clark's clarinet with him. I hope he fixes it fast and soon. As I'm heading to dinner, I think I hear distant screeching from the boys' wing of the lodge. Something about a door? Now, what could have gotten someone so upset, I wonder? I wonder. I stay in the cafeteria for a long time, waiting for Clark to show up so I can tell him the news about his clarinet. Other students come and go. I wait, eat dinner, and wait some more. Still no Clark. When the sun is down, I decide to go find him myself. Clark? Are you in there? Open up! No answer. The door is locked. I have news on your clarinet! Still no answer. Is he not in there? Is he avoiding me? I don't know where else he could be. If you're in there, come by my room later and I'll... My voice falters. Clark obviously doesn't want to talk to me. Why should I talk to him? No! He needs to hear this. I'm not going to let him freeze me out. Clark! Suddenly, his door flies open. He glares at me, enraged.
Here!
He thrusts something into my arms. It's his notebook again. Good God, why couldn't you have done this 3 days ago?
You said you read it cover to cover, didn't you? Well, read it again!
Huh? What are you...
Read my note and stay away from me!
He slams his door so ferociously it shakes on its hinges. Anger and sadness threaten to choke me. Biting back tears and hugging the notebook to my chest, I head back to my room defeated. Well, read it. Why on earth does he want me to read Radon Cat a second time? Wasn't once enough? I'm tempted to toss the notebook aside and forget about it, but then I recall that he's mentioned some kind of note twice now. I open up the notebook and notice a little pocket on the inside cover. Good God. So unnecessary. This drama was so unnecessary. A folded up note has been slipped inside. To Cadence, it reads. What? How the heck was I supposed to notice this? I take out the note and unfold it. Clark's handwriting is neat and slanted, exactly as I would expect. I trace my name with my fingers and begin reading. Finally.
Dear Cadence, I don't think I could say these words to your face, and so I have elected to take a cowardly approach by putting my thoughts in writing. I'm sure you've noticed the current state of the band is like a dark, tumultuous ocean during a storm at sea. Regrettably, most of their rage seems to be directed at me. I believe it would be best if, from now on, we kept our distance from one another. If you associate with me, you only risk becoming a target yourself. We will have to set aside our friendship for now and continue it at a later date, when we are safe and everything has returned to normal.
You know what? Okay. I'm glad it was something wholesome like that. And it's very sweet that he's actually like, for the record, I want our friendship to continue, but maybe for right now, we should put a pin in that and just hold off because things crazy here.
Thank you for being there for me thus far, and for never failing to make me laugh. Despite circumstances, you've made this band camp worth remembering. Clark. P.S. Please enjoy this comic as a symbol of our friendship. I hope it makes you smile and helps you forget our predicament for a little while.
So this is why he's been treating me so coldly. He must have written this note after that disastrous meeting on Friday night. He could sense the tide turning against us and wanted to spare me from that. Well, I won't let him face this alone. Because being alone sucks. I know it firsthand. That night, I go to bed early. And as I curl up under my soft, warm covers and close my eyes, I feel lonelier than ever. I clutch my raccoon plush tight to my chest, but it does little to quell the feeling. The band is turned against me. Susie won't speak to me. And Clark has turned his back on me because he believes he's helping me by doing so. I am more alone than I ever have been.